What kind of D&D game doesn't have shenanigans?
So, from our last session that we've recently played in, um, let's see, you found Gilda, the half-orc, who was the major domo of the previous franchise of from Acquisitions Incorporated, the Golden Mongoose. You got information from her from what little conditions she was in. At which point, you found a stairway to a sub-basement of the manor. As you began investigating, you noticed someone or a group of people may have left a few things behind. Various clues were a odd setup of alchemist fire, which was meant to destroy the supply for the manor, and you found these odd-looking scarecrows hanging over a pit, which tried to attack you and pull you in. And you are currently in a what looks to be a crypt-like room, which had a lot of destroyed coffins, except for one particular coffin, which looked
The baby-sized coffin that all of us decided to avoid in case it had been cursed.
Well, our baby-sized
not-
person decided to want to climb it, I guess.
well, it's
Help,
not necessarily
help,
cursed.
help.
Well, unfortunately for you, well, depending on how you look at it, fortunately it's not cursed. But unfortunately, the pristine-looking coffin looks like it started to show its real form and colors as we are getting right into initiative, ladies and gentlemen.
Hooray!
Prepare your loins for love.
Scream? Must be in my imagination.
I'm in danger, help!
Where did that dice go?
Did you hear somebody scream? Must be
Nah.
my imagination.
Okay.
It's fine. You'll be fine. Ride it.
Okay, that's not too bad. Where's my thingy-mabob? Ah, 15.
That is a 6 for me.
Oh boy.
Well, you are stuck to a thing, so...
You are gonna become a chew toy.
What was yours, Aura?
15?
Bulgin, what was yours?
I haven't rolled yet. I was waiting for everybody else. Let's see. 12 plus 2, so 14.
Griffin?
21.
Alright, so, Griffin, starting off, you start to see this coffin start to form teeth, and it looks like a tongue as it's starting to leer its way closer to Jule.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Which I mean,
Oh, sun god.
no. There. I don't really know what the name of that abominable horror is that I'm worshipping through my hexblade. Never mind then.
Luck be a lady tonight?
Let's see what. Well, I'm going to cast Hex on it
Alrighty.
as a bonus action. It does a lot. Let's see. Until the spell ends, you deal extra necrotic damage to the target whenever you hit it from an attack. Also choose one ability when you cast a spell. The target has a disadvantage on ability checks made with that chosen ability. Now, I do hope that whatever it is that he uses to keep someone stuck has to do with strength. So I'm going with strength.
Okay. All right, and that's a bonus action. And what was your
That's
action?
my bonus action. My action, well, I'm going to move here.
All right, you're
And-
moving closer.
Yeah, and hit it with my sword.
Ready?
That's 16.
All right, that hits.
Okay. Then
I love how this thing's hiding in the corner, make it more difficult for us to all get there to fight it.
Mm-hmm.
I do 2 necrotic damage and 11 slashing.
Okay, so 13 total.
Yeah.
And to be fair, you're using what weapon?
My +1 sword.
Alrighty. Let's see. So let me just double check something else here. All right. Upon hitting it, right. Let me see. What's the best way this is work? Okay, so that doesn't seem to cater. All right. So you managed to slash at this thing, which. Okay, now all of a sudden this thing has multiple eyes as it's looking around at everyone in the room.
Ugh.
I'm scared. Help.
Poke it in the eye! Poke it in the eye!
I changed my thought. Jolene, you're on your own.
Coward.
Okay, so yeah, Julie. You were already considered stuck to this thing.
I'm in danger.
So let me see, what does it do?
Hey.
It's gonna really try to bite.
Hey, Jewel. I hear hook hands are in this time of year. You may want to consider.
Yeah.
All right, and let's see. Does a 12 hit?
Fortunately, no.
Okay, as the means on how the tongue was like latching onto you, which is why you're kind of stuck to this thing, tries to pull you in as it's like as it's trying to chomp on you.
Help, help, help.
Okay, the help I'm gonna give you is this. In the future, when you see something that stands out that much, throw a rock at it first or something.
Aura, you're up.
Okay, I don't want to get close to this thing. Plus, I can't really get close to this thing because my party is,
I don't
Yeah.
actually have to get closer, so if you want to climb on top of the coffin, it's fine.
that depends on how sturdy the coffin is. So, DM, if I were to stand, this isn't me moving, this is me asking. If I were to stand over here somehow, would I be able to shoot arrows at this thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and also
What-
one other thing I forgot to mention. You notice as the mimic had started to move, you notice the bones in the surrounding area
Ugh.
start to rattle.
I mean, how big is this thing? It's decently probably hefty, right? So that could just be, that could just be the floor shaking.
Let's hope you're right.
Hey,
Listen.
Jewel, if you got a free hand, can you burn one of these coffins just to be on the safe side? I got
Do I have to roll anything to stand here?
No.
Okay. So I'm gonna take my short bow and try to shoot this thing closer to the back so that I don't accidentally hit through to Gillet. Ooh, wait, that's a 19, isn't it? Sweet. Okay, so that's 23.
That hits.
You hit
Sweet.
Bolden.
Okay, and then that's a 3 plus 2. I would have had to call sneak attack, wouldn't I?
You didn't roll. Well, technically, you have an ally next to it.
Yeah, it's engaged with 2 of my allies.
Yeah, so you technically would get sneak attack because an ally is engaged with an enemy.
Ugh. That's 1 sneak attack damage and 5 regular.
So 6 total then.
Yes. And that's all I'm going to do for now. And I'm going to keep my eye on the bones.
Alrighty. Vulcan, what you do?
Okay, Jewel, do me a favor, and you gotta remember this thing's shaking around, Jewel's hand's attached to it. Hold your hand really, really still. As I bring my halberd over my head like I'm about to chop a piece of wood in half. I don't want to hit you. The problem is I'm not going to gauge rage for this. So, you're both fortunate and unfortunate equally. But I'm going to try and bring down a power attack on this guy, just to try and smash it with as much force as I can.
I keep my shield between me and Bolden.
I'm picturing this mentally like that scene in Titanic when they're trying to use the axe on the handcuffs.
I barely remember that.
Go on.
Ooh. Well, that is a 9 plus 6, so that's a 15.
That hits.
Ooh, you lucky, Julie! Whomp! Okay, so damage 1d10 plus 4. That's 7 plus 4. So that's 11 damage.
Okay. Anything else?
I probably also noticed the rattling sound.
Oh yeah, you also see the rattling too.
Now, is it 360, meaning all 3 coffins, or is it just like a coffin or 2?
It's all 3.
I realize this is probably a bad sign, and seeing how congested the spot is over in this area, that I'm probably gonna pull back over here.
Okay.
That way I can get a kind of a good swing in this general direction, because something pops up right here, or even here, I can hit both of them. Actually, I can pretty much hit anybody if they pop in any of these spots with my halberd.
You'd have to step forward for this one.
Well, yeah, but I mean, if they pop in any of the 3 or 4 in between me and Ariella, pretty good at hitting anything there.
Okay.
I mean, was there bodies in these coffins?
There were bones.
There are bones.
And
Fun.
potions at one point in time.
Julie, what do you do?
I don't like this thing. I know
Alright.
this is gonna be at a disadvantage. I'm gonna shoot a guiding bolt at this thing.
Okay then.
Okay. Okay. That is a 8 plus 6 is 14.
Let's see. Yeah, that hits.
Alright. Come on, D6s, be nice. That's a 5. 2. That's a 6. And a 4.
So let's see, that'd be 17.
17.
Total?
17 total. It's like, get off of me!
All right. Well, it's still active and still trying to bite you, or at least attempting to.
And now it's glowing. Griffin, hit it!
Griffin, you're up.
I'm going to hit it.
All right, you have advantage due to the guiding bolt effect.
Let's hope it helps. Well, I'll ignore that one. The second one is much better. That's 21.
That hits.
Five necrotic. And another 11 slashing.
All right, and with the effects of the necrotic damage and your sword, you basically crack this thing apart.
Nice. There you go, Julie. All safe now.
Of course, Julie is still stuck to this thing as the thing falls limp.
Someone help me get off of this thing.
I'll cut your hand free in a minute. Something's up with these coffins.
At which point, the rattling stops.
Never mind.
What are
Well.
you talking about, the rattling? I was focused on this thing about to eat me.
Listen, when something shake, rattles, and rolls,
Shake, rattle, and roll.
did anybody check this coffin, by the way? Because I know I checked this one.
I think Julie checked this one, right? I
Yeah,
checked this one and didn't find anything.
Well,
You three,
Yeah, I checked that one.
Out of curiosity, if you guys are re-examining the area, give me a perception roll again.
Huzzah!
All right.
Uh,
Natural.
19, 20, 21.
Okay. Let's see here.
Natural one.
18 for me.
I'm probably still listening for the
All right.
bones.
Everyone but Bolgan.
Them bones.
Vulcan, why are you looking at the wall?
Them bones are rattling.
That's the wall.
As you guys examine the bones, you notice a fine wire ties the bones, and you follow the tracing of it, and it goes right to the mimic.
I just lift up one of the bones, and a couple of other bones come along with it, like some freaking off-wall Halloween decorations.
This is
Spooky,
Halloween.
scary
This is Halloween.
skeletons.
Halloween, Halloween, Halloween.
But regardless, you did find potions prior to before this little encounter.
Uh-huh.
So
How's everyone looking?
I didn't
I'm
get
good.
a scratch.
My hand's still stuck. Help.
All right, I'm coming. Now, I could
don't-
either rip your hand off of it, which might rip your hand off. I can cut your hand off of it, but I might cut your hand off.
Just pull her off of it.
Or we can take the box with you.
I don't want to be stuck to a box.
Cut it off then? All right.
Just
No.
if you are trying to escape before Bolgan actually does this, give me either an acrobatics or athletics check.
Hey, Riffin,
Yeah,
let me
go
borrow a knife real
acrobatics.
quick.
That is a 17.
All right, you managed to pull yourself off this thing.
Hey, I'm free.
Oh, I was gonna help. Oh well. Maybe next
You
time.
were gonna maim me.
It's not an impossibility.
I'm gonna take my dagger,
2 doors.
and I'm gonna poke at this door.
And I'm gonna
My
look at,
dagger.
Julie,
I'm gonna look at the
Julie,
other door.
stop touching everything.
Any reaction?
I make no promises.
Mm,
Well,
no, there seems no.
hopefully, whatever you're going to touch is not another mimic.
Dan,
I said there's no reaction.
I couldn't hear you over Galdor. Okay.
I
I'm
probably
going.
also rub my torch against the other door just to see if there's a reaction as well. The
I'm
fire
gonna check
portion.
for traps.
All right, go ahead and check for traps.
That's investigation, right? Ooh, I love this dice today. You is a good dice, and I like you. I like you lots. 22.
The door seems safe to you.
Okay. I'm gonna check to see if it's locked.
So what about the other door?
The other door, no reaction to you. What exactly? How
I
you
poked it
touching
with the fiery end of the torch just to see if it burned or screamed or anything.
If it's a wooden door, it's gonna burn.
Well, then it'll
Wow.
open.
Well, there's no reaction, but yeah, that probably leaving a singe mark there.
Good. I left my mark on this dungeon after all.
All right, and your door or aura is not locked.
Okay, good, good. Keeping my dagger out. I'm just gonna, chances are, if there is anything in here, it heard Julie scream.
Sorry.
So I'm just gonna do the hand motion 3, 2, 1.
We get ready to
And
run.
just open the door up really quickly and just try to open it as far open as possible. That way I can see full into the room with my blade out.
Yes, that blocks Vulcan's.
Well, I'm readying to rush in just in case. Just what I always wanted for Christmas. Ladies in a prison cell.
Okay. I
Hello?
want to check the floor for
This-
traps.
All right. So upon opening the door, this room reeks of filth and death.
Goody.
The corpse of a dragonborn rots in a rusty cell of iron bars to the north. To the south, a similar cell holds 2 living prisoners.
I'm checking the floor for traps first before I step in. Can't be too careful.
How long ago was this area?
Griff, I need you to confirm something for me, please. Because they're not going to believe this. He's busy.
No.
That's a natural 19.
It appears safe.
Okay, step in. And you said dead thing up here,
Yeah.
and these 2 appear to be alive?
Yeah, they seem to be weakly breathing.
Okay. I'm gonna carefully. Screw it.
Ah! Wait, what?
I'm gonna
Eh,
I'm gonna check the door.
Okay.
What kind of setup does this look like? Just like a basic system to it? Bolgan, get out of the way. I can't see the door.
Sorry.
Give me an investigation check.
I'm holding the torch over the lock.
Natural 20! I love you, Dice! You are my best friend!
The cell door appears to be locked.
Okay, do I see a key on any of the walls?
Let me see.
What's the condition of the lock? Is it rusted, pristine?
It looks regularly mundane. And there appear to be no keys in this area.
Okay, I'm gonna try to
We have technically 2 skeleton keys with us. Either
True. But if we
either
use it,
sideways
what if it?
lockpicks.
If we use the skeleton key, what's not to say it won't like disappear or something?
No idea.
Well, I'm big and I have a mace.
Listen,
Yeah, that's the other
can we
key.
at least try to undo it before that? Because that might damage it enough for us not to be able to get in here.
Maybe we should ask these ladies. Hey, y'all got any keys in there?
If they had keys, why would they put them in there?
Well, they might be hiding from the mimic.
They weakly groan as they try to like look up at you, and you can tell they are just very weak. They can barely speak. It's like, please help us.
Insight, please.
Time to be a hero.
Can I insight
Yeah,
first?
insight. Actually,
Give me a heal check if you also want.
actually, looking at them, could I do medicine to see how their conditions are?
Also, how big are the bars? Could Jule actually squeeze between because of the size?
No.
14
You were doing what?
insight.
They appear to be true to how they are acting. They are weak.
Okay,
16 on the medicine check.
I want to try to undo the door.
All right.
Hey, Riffin, give me your water skin real quick.
Why?
They're
All right,
weak.
Julie, from your medicine roll, they are practically. They've been. You don't know how long they've been down here for, but it would appear that they are basically starving to death, to the point where they probably might die soon.
I'm
Dehydration would be a
seeing-
more bigger issue.
Yeah, seeing that and be like, anyone they need water.
Yeah,
They need water
I'm
and
working
food,
on that
stat.
part.
Okay,
Riffin,
let me
you got anything?
get in. Let me get into the room.
Using my halberd, I could probably reach in and hand them a water skin and/or food. Obviously, the one closest to the cage I could probably just hand it to, but the one in the back corner I could probably reach through with the...
18.
All right, you managed to take your tools to pick at the lock, as there was appear to be something like almost kind of jamming it, which you managed to use your picking tools to like clear it out before you can actually get to it, and you pick the lock and the doors are open.
Well,
Okay.
never mind. Don't need the halberd.
I'm gonna go in carefully. Julie, do you want to go in first?
Yeah, I'm gonna go in.
I use my body to make sure the door doesn't slam shut.
And I'm staying at this door because
I'm gonna check on this one, and you said that they looked hungry?
Hungry,
Yeah.
they're probably starving.
Dehydrated for sure.
let me check my equipment real quick.
I'm gonna take out the little rations I have, and I'm gonna give each of them a ration.
What you
I-
feed the
I
dog?
I was about to say I can give a ration to one of them.
As can I.
You know, that way you're not shorted by 2.
Yeah,
They're
especially
rations.
since-
We can easily buy some in town.
Yeah, but you don't forget you'd already given one to a coyote or whatever.
Yeah.
These will be my last ones.
That's what I'm saying.
And-
You let us help out. Is what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
let us do it since you already
Alright.
gave one to a dog.
All right.
I'll take one, and then
Now I'm down a water skin because I gave one to the burnt orc. So I'm not sure how many we carry with us, but that's why I was asking Riffin. He had some extra water earlier.
so you don't have a water skin at all?
I gave it to the
No.
orc. So
Yeah, but you didn't bring it back. Like she didn't give it back to you.
well,
after she was done drinking?
I'm a helpful person. She may get thirsty later.
I'm gonna offer. As far as Julie was able to tell, like she just said they seemed hungry. They don't seem sick, right?
From your medicine roll, if you were to describe it as a PC wise, you probably would find them at exhaustion level 5.
Jesus Christ! Yeah, I'm gonna carefully help this woman sit up if she's laying down, and help her to drink the water skin, and also to make sure that she doesn't try to take too much at once, otherwise she'll get sick. So I just want to assist with that.
All right, so you practically help nurse them to at least get somewhat properly fed and at least to the point where they can at least coherently speak.
There you are, dear. There you are. Do you mind if we ask you some questions? I know you've probably been through a lot.
What? Who are you?
No one important, really. What's your name?
I'm Ebola Splintfig, and that is my sister.
Twins.
Emila? How does we spell this?
Ebella, Ebella.
Okay, Abella. Ebbla?
Yep.
And the
No.
sister was...
Ochera. Ocheri.
So, Ebla and Achiri.
Hold on.
Okay, I'm... Okay, so it was E, not B. Got it.
And
How
they are both female half-elves.
long have you been down here, dear? Do you... Well, actually, it's hard to tell time. Screw it. I'm gonna ask anyway. See if maybe they have some semblance of...
Let's see. It's well, from what I can remember, we were. How many? Are we even in the same manor location? Is this still the manor?
What was the last thing you remember
Well, it
on
was.
the surface?
It was the manor.
What's left of it?
Oh dear, this must be the basement. It must have been a couple of days. We were originally visiting the manor because we were getting ready to sell some things to the franchise here. My sister and I, we sell herbal components.
So you're not part of the Mangies?
Herbal components. Alright, alright. And,
Alright.
did something go wrong while you were...
Well, we were in the middle of negotiations on the deals, and well, unfortunately, we slept the night, and then all of a sudden we woke up to, well, the place practically exploding and fire.
So,
Remember
you
anything
came
in
down here
particular?
to be safe?
No, what happened was, we initially hid during the assault, but however, our position was found, and she points over to the other cell. Originally, he found us, but he didn't kill us.
Why
you're
is he
saying-
in the cell?
You're saying he was one of the attackers? I'm gonna walk over to the other cell.
Wait a moment. Wait a moment. He's dead. We'll deal with him in a moment.
He's dead, Bulgin. Buffoon, stop.
I hold the torch into the cell to get a look at the body. Is there any markings or anything on the outfit that would maybe indicate what side this person was on? Or any group?
Give me a perception roll.
Okay. Ooh, nat 20.
Okay. So
That's a 22.
Hold on. You notice something a little odd about that Dragonborn. You notice some odd tremors coursing through the body.
Like undead kind of tremors, or
You're not sure. It's almost difficult to tell from this location, or at least from this distance.
Is it possible for me just to poke it with my halberd? See if I can't roll it over or something. If it's undead, then it's faking being dead.
You try to poke it?
If it's undead, it's in there right now, and we can deal with it in a minute.
Oh yeah, I mean it's not going to be able to leave the cell.
Okay, let me see what happened.
Did you check
Oh,
if the door was
no.
actually locked?
The door is locked.
Okay. Just to be sure.
But he did say he was using his halberd, which technically does have reach.
Yeah.
I know, but I was just wondering if he checked if the door was locked.
I wouldn't want to open it anyway, just in case it did get up and try to attack.
Yeah, but he could if it wasn't unlocked.
I could just play Walking Dead, poke a stick in the face kind of deal from here.
Okay, oddly enough, you know what? Give me another perception roll.
Okay, we're not going to be a 20. 14. Plus... Wait, perception is what? Where's perception? Sorry, I had my screen shrunk down. Nope, plus 0, so it's just that.
You thought you may have saw movement, but you wait and it's like, no, it was just you poking it with your halberd.
I'd probably
So-
still bring this up there by like, hey, I thought I saw it move, but maybe not.
We'll deal with it in a moment. So he brought you in here.
Originally, apparently he was part of the assault on the manor.
All right.
He chose not to kill us. I guess he took pity on us and refused to kill us. But I think his comrades locked him up with...
So
Yeah.
They locked
can I
up-
heal?
they locked up the women, and they locked up him. Didn't kill him, just locked them up. And they probably haven't eaten in, I'm gonna say at least, what, 3,
Man.
4 days?
They also say from the time when they were locked up with him, there was a time that... Let's see. He mentioned that his employer was a hooded person who sounded like a goblin.
That doesn't give us much.
And eventually some of the thugs came and took him away, and then returned with his corpse and tossed it back in the cell.
Can somebody do an arcane
I-
check on the cell and see if it causes, like, area effect kind of thing? Maybe... Because you said their exhaustion is far more than it should be at this point. I'm
No,
just
not
worried
really.
it eats you in there.
No, not really. Like, depending on how long they've been in there, even sleeping, they still need food. And if you don't have food and stuff, you're gonna start having issues.
Yeah.
Basically, a level 5 exhaustion is you have basically disadvantage, you have no movement speed, and essentially, if you do not have a proper way to maintain yourself, the next level of exhaustion is death.
Yeah.
Well, I would say that we can help them get out of here, but there's a pit that's 20 feet deep that has glass at the bottom,
I mean,
and I don't
maybe
trust
the-
these. I don't trust
maybe-
these guys swinging over. There might be another way out of here, though, but who knows how
Well-
There
safe.
might be another way. Bogan did.
Can I? Could I hear everything that was said from where I am?
Yeah, I mean, were you...
Well, from what I can understand, they were conscious when they were brought here,
originally? That...
so they
certainly
might
didn't
know
jump across
how
the
they
pit.
got here.
There's no way they jumped across the pit with their prisoners.
Mm-mm.
That's why I'm saying that maybe they know how they got here.
Well, and she kind of mentions that. She kind of mentions the route direction you guys actually took.
Was there like a board or something across the pit, or?
Yeah, because that's just a pit unless they somehow magically opened it up to make it that deep.
A bunch of Prezi-Digi boards.
Even if we had the ability to, like put down things for them to climb, they're so weak, I don't think they'd make it. We would have to find boards. And the coffins are too broken to be usable.
Yeah. Though we could technically fill the pit if we needed to with them.
Yeah, but that probably wouldn't get us too far.
How about the material, the building material?
There's probably
Maybe.
some long boards and or planks in there.
We could, yeah, some of us could go back. The others could at least help these ladies stand up and get towards the pit.
We should probably check out the other room. Well, this is out of character, of course, but we should probably check out the other room just to make sure there's not another way around.
True.
That too.
Yeah.
The only thing is that I don't like about this is that whoever it is that attacked also knows about this
The
hidden
secret
area.
room, yeah.
I mean, maybe how they went about getting here. You think that maybe there was like an inside man?
Who knows?
Once again, out of character, there was that group that teleported, so I'm wondering if these people were part of that group. If like a group of them teleported out, then they got ambushed and brought down here. Or if they were separate from that teleportation incident.
Only one of them teleported, right?
Yeah.
Okay, for some reason I thought it was like a kind of area effect kind of thing.
Okay, well, if you all want to stay in here, I can check that door and at least sneak around if need be. Check the other room.
Okay.
Hey, could you unlock this cell real quick? I want to check out this body of this person. Maybe we can find something on who they belong to and find
You
out
sure?
what their
You
mission was.
I mean,
You
Want to
sure?
check the body?
Bolgan, they said that he was part of the ones that attacked here, and if that's the case, it might be the Dawn people.
Well, the Dawn wouldn't be attacking, right? I mean, they were supposed to be the allies.
No, that was the Mongoose people.
The mongoose are allies. The drawn people are the bad ones.
Drawn.
Drawn,
Thank
okay.
you.
And if you go over there and you get attacked, I'm not helping.
I kind of lean a little bit and say, there may be loot.
We can deal with that later.
Okay.
I keep
Now,
losing
two things
my food.
though, Bogan.
Makes me sad.
First off, you did mention that you saw something moving.
Yeah, that's part of the reason I want to open the cell to get a look.
Could have been a rat.
Part of the reason why we shouldn't just open that cell.
Oh, I know it ain't a mimic.
Could mimic as a dead body?
Well, it did get
No.
brought in. It got brought in here by other people, so wouldn't it just be attacking them?
Unless it was their pet.
Eh.
Well, you know
The
from
other
stories.
part is, do
You know-
remember what was on those scarecrows.
Yeah, but the scarecrows were just scarecrows. But
Do
it's
remember
true.
that was the same thing as the bones. from
No, the
those
bones were-
horses.
Here's the thing, though. The scarecrows didn't have bodies. The scarecrows were just straw and rock and some other stuff.
Rock, wood, and straw.
And
Mhm.
horses aren't people, so I feel like horses would be easier to do that to than people.
Perhaps, but
I mean, it's always better
I
to be
still
safe.
don't like it.
Neither do
I
I.
still don't like it, especially considering you said you saw something move before.
I sit down on the edge of the breaking coffin. And stretch a
Leia,
little
will you
bit.
be fine watching them for a bit?
Who were you saying that to, Aura?
Jules?
Yeah, they should be alright. We fed them and gave them water.
Just stay here. Make sure that they stay alright.
Alright, don't die.
I call out a little bit. If you hear a scream, please come to assist.
Okay, I'm gonna first of all, he already checked the door to make sure it doesn't move. I want to check it for traps.
All right, go ahead and roll.
Okay. Ugh. That's investigation, right?
Yeah.
11.
It appears safe.
Does it seem locked?
No.
In that case, I stand up from sitting on the coffin.
I'm gonna pause him a second. I think I might be a little bit more sneaky than you, dear. Just wait a moment.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna
I'm just standing up, so I'm not sitting down when the door opens.
Just gonna try to carefully open the door as quietly as possible. Oh, goody! It's a hallway.
Might be solitary confinement.
I'm checking for traps.
Okay.
Woohoo! Okay, so that would be 20.
All right. You search around, and it appears safe to you. No traps in sight.
Slowly scooching in.
I want to go stealth, by the way, and follow her in. As sneaky as I can be.
There's a door here.
Yep.
Okay.
15 plus 2 on sneak.
Does this appear to be locked?
Give me a roll.
What do I roll to see if it's locked?
Well, do you actively try to open the door right away, or do you...
No, I would stab it with my fucking dagger first to make sure it doesn't move.
Or, well, the door doesn't appear to be locked.
Check for traps.
Okay.
17.
It appears safe to you.
I'm gonna try to unlock it, or try to open it.
All right. As you open the door and peek in, this small room is breathtakingly empty.
Wow.
Yeah, nah, I don't believe that for a
Me neither.
second.
There's enough room
I
for a
wanna-
secret passage around here somewhere.
I want to go over this
Open.
room.
Vulcan just walks to the wall.
I'm just reading the book.
All right. So,
Whoo! 19, 20, frick. This is investigation, which is a +3. 21?
you search this entire room out, and you find nothing.
Yep.
This is
it
a weird room, man. This, why?
Isolation unit. Usually they're trying to keep prisoners separate.
I mean,
Interrogation or being rowdy.
sure, yeah, but this room is, I don't trust it. I don't think so.
I would like to investigate the walls because of my stone abilities. See if there's
Okay.
anything out of miss, any kind of odd spots, cold spots, hot spots, or drafts of any kind, you know.
Giraffes?
Drafts, like wind.
Oh, drafts. I heard giraffes. I'm like,
Well, I mean, if there's giraffes in the room, I want to find them.
Okay.
it's a cousin
Alright.
to the elephant in the room.
Okay. In that case, give me a. Let's see. So, add your proficiency. Let's see. What's investigation normally based?
Intelligence.
All right. So, give me Yeah. So give me a stonemasonry work with as an investigation roll. So
Yeah, I get this +0 on investigation, so
But it's in your background with stonemasonry, right?
yeah. Ooh, 19.
okay. You start to search the area around you, and you do notice a secret door right across from where the other door.
Hey, Ariella, I think I found something. So that's what, right here?
No.
Oh, that side, okay.
So it's in the hall. No one ever expects the secret stuff in the hall. They expect it in this room.
I played enough old Doom and Wolfenstein to know to check all the walls.
Good point.
The secret door is actually here.
It's under
It's
the coffin.
underneath the coffin. It is the coffin.
The body went to another world. Hey, Ariella, check this out real quick. I think I found something. I need you to check it for traps and stuff. So you can find a hinge or opening. I guess
So
we're both
is
kind of
he-
feeling around.
So since he's pointing this out to me, does that mean he's assisting me or...
Yeah, basically at this point, he kind of points it out, and it's like you kind of like examine it, and it's like, hey, I can actually get my fingers behind this.
Okay. And I still want to check for traps and stuff. Like, I know it's hidden. I know it's, whatever, but it's...
All right, well, give me a roll.
Ooh, natural 18.
There's no traps on this door.
Okay. I'm gonna... I know I'm not that strong. I have negatives to my strength. So I'm gonna have Bolgan assist, or I'm gonna try to assist Bolgan, because he's better
Yeah.
at this, in opening this.
Am I going to need to brute force this, or is this something we can just find a switch? That's what I'm wondering.
If you want, you could give me general athletics just to open the door.
This isn't a saving throw athletics, it's just a general athletics.
Yeah.
With advantage, because I'm trying to assist him?
It's a
Sure.
it's a +6, so
You still might need it.
16. I forget, the advantage thing is like rolling twice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and take the higher of the two.
18 was my second roll.
Okay.
So that's
you
+6 on top of
Alright.
that.
You managed to you slowly pull the door open. Upon revealing,
Oh shit.
Well, yeah.
Ariella, call to Riffin. Let him know to call to Jule. We may have an issue.
I don't want to leave those two women in there alone.
Yeah, me either.
If we can find a way safely around, then that's great and all, but I'd rather take care of any potential threats first.
It looks like there's an opening on down there. I'm kind of holding my torch in there because, I mean, it's pretty clear there's like a little gap right here or something.
I don't think you can see it from where you are,
Maybe
technically. Let me check for traps.
Yeah, I
check
don't
to
think
see
I
if
would have been able to see it.
untoward first. And after I check to make sure it's clear, I'll go get Riffin. And we'll... So just... Excuse me. I'm gonna...
Yeah. Ooh, ow, that's my foot.
Tight quarters, man. What you gonna do?
okay,
Girl
so,
touched my foot.
Okay, so while you two are doing that, Griffin and Jule, what are you two doing?
I'm basically keeping the door open by just standing in the door frame.
Okay.
You are the door.
Well, because I can still keep an eye on these doors and hear them if something comes from there. And I don't want this door to somehow fall into a lock or something.
Mm.
I'm entertaining these two, trying to keep their spirits up by regaling them with tales of how we survived that dungeon in Waterdeep.
The poop monster.
And embellishing my parts, of course.
And then
Of
we found a
course.
dragon!
And
And
Jule
I rode
rode
on the
it.
dragon into battle. It was amazing.
Yeah, I can kind of help with that too by
Slaughter, kill, go the dragon.
prestidigitation to make figures and such images.
Yeah, so
Alright.
it was like I was on top of the dragon. There was this evil tentacle thing that grabbed the big guy, and me and the dragon worked together to destroy it. It was cool.
Okay.
I
And-
say because at that time we haven't even seen the dragon, but okay.
They are kind of taken from what we can state they are in, but they are kind of they're kind of amazed. Not sure because of the story or because of, well, you being a little child. So, Bolgan Aura.
Yeah, I want to check this place for traps before we step into it.
All right.
Like,
I hold my
check
torch high.
immediately, and then if that area looks safe, scoot in a little bit, and possibly, I don't know anything about magic. I see dead bodies. I'm freaking
Yeah,
out a
you
little
know, I
bit.
think I'm freaking out too. It's like, oh shit.
But I at least want to check to make sure the square immediately in front of me is fine.
Yeah.
Give me an investigation roll.
15?
It appears safe to you.
Yes. Okay.
I lean over to Ariella. She's going, and I go, if it looks bad, we'll shut the door, and we'll come back later. We don't have to continue forward this direction. We'll find another way to get those people out of here.
I know. Just hold the door for me, okay?
Yeah, have the door open. I'm holding my torch out and have a javelin ready just in case I need to assist.
Okay, so dagger out, slowly stepping into here. And I'm going to keep a very keen eye on these bodies.
Alrighty.
Torch raised for additional lighting.
Do they appear fully,
Stagnant.
yeah.
Well, let's see. From what you see, a dozen desiccated and skeletal humanoid corpses litter the floor of this small chamber. The stone of the north wall has been etched in intricate runes, but the pattern ends abruptly.
Okay. That might be a good sign. So, potentially, what was being done in here didn't get finished?
I'll just do this. Does your character have proficiency in Arcana?
Nope.
I
That
think Jule's
might
the
be
only one.
that might be Jule. So I would definitely look at Bolgan, look at this room, possibly sidle out and say, "We need Jule."
Yeah,
I think.
I think so. Here, you want to hold my torch? I'll go get her.
Yeah, I'll hold the door. And while I'm
Okay.
doing that, I'm also gonna AFK for like 2 seconds.
Okay, so I quickly shuffle on down, quietly as I can. Tell Riffin as I'm getting closer what we found, and then I move my way in. Hey, Jule, come with me for a moment. We found some shit up here. I need you to look at something. There's some archaic runes, and it don't look good. Riffin, can you watch the young ladies here for a minute for us?
Sure.
What are you talking about? I was just telling them about how you got wrapped up by a tentacle and I said...
It's not untrue. Yeah, right in there. Now be careful.
Holy shit! Nope, I'm not going in there.
Hey, listen. I'm here for you. I got this nice javelin ready just in case. Ariella's already in there. She's looking for traps. Now, if you go in there and take a look at the runes, we basically want to make sure, number one, that whatever was being done never got finished. And two, it ain't some kind of like trap, because, you know, we're not even sure what else is in there. But, we're ready just in case.
Fine, I'll go in.
I'll scoot in
I'm gonna-
behind with my torch lifted so I can get it closer to the rune.
Alrighty.
And I'll go check out those rooms.
Alright. Give me an Arcana roll.
I return. What did I miss?
Ooh, that is a good one. That's a good one.
Technically, I'm standing next to you, but
Okay.
I'm holding the torch
That
up so she can read
is
the
a
torch.
22.
Okay. So, from examining the rooms and the room in itself as a whole, the corpses wear a wide range of clothing and armor, which you don't seem to care much about that. But most of their gear is rather stripped bare. And you do notice that some of them have that golden mongoose emblem.
Mm.
I think I found the golden mongoose.
No, that's
Ugh.
bad news. What can you tell us about the enchantment? Anything in particular?
As you look more into some of the other bones and you start to see the runes in itself, you notice on a pattern with how some of the bones, or at least how some of the remains, and it's like, this is a particular type of magic that drained individuals' life force. But from what course and reason, as you examine the runes that are on the wall, you believe it was some form of a sacrifice. That sacrifice, as you are trying to piece some of the missing runes together on what it could lead to, you believe that the ritual was to open a rift to the far realm.
I assume Chule is mentioning all this to us as it's going along.
It's like, whatever did this, not good. Horrible magic. Horrible magic.
But not just that, though. Obviously, something went wrong. And the victims, in the process, were consumed before the ritual can be completed.
I look at Jule and I put a hand on her shoulder.
This bad magic.
I think we need to pull back.
It'll be all right. But it stopped, right? They weren't able to do whatever they were trying to do.
No. I think something might have went wrong.
Do you see anybody? It looks like they were the ones doing it in here. Did they get what that came to them?
Hmm?
Like, did they end up
Looking at-
sacrificing themselves?
Like
Looking around,
things that
do I
are
see anyone-
beyond the mongooses.
Do I see anyone else like that?
Because they mentioned that the people that brought the other guy in the other room and died, I was wondering if someone matched that description in this room. You know, like somebody in the hooded cloak or whatever.
It's a wide range of individuals clothed in different various type of clothing. Not just the golden mongoose, but you see what looks to be that almost looks like someone wearing some form of water deep kind of fashion, and that person over there looks like he's wearing, is that Neverwinter gear?
I'm just gonna assume that Jule has cleared the area.
Let's see.
By the way, can we now see what's in
Well-
that bottom south-wide direction?
How far are you going in the room to actually look down there?
Well, I mean, Jule is
I'm-
standing in the open. I was kind of
Yeah.
curious.
Yeah.
Well, all right. So since you guys are actually looking around, and out of curiosity, you were only who else actually searched this room? Out of curiosity.
I looked to make sure it wasn't trapped
Okay.
And I walked in with my
for
torch.
for Jule's safety.
Yeah, so just the entrance areas, but not the room
I
itself.
physically didn't
Got it.
roll for it, but I
And
walked in with my
then-
torch to look around while I was giving
Then I
light.
tried to I tried to look at the bodies to make sure that they seemed dead, but that was the majority of. And then, of course, seeing that the thing on the you said the north wall didn't look like it was complete.
Ooh.
Okay.
No.
Okay. So it looks like there's. Okay. Good. Okay. So that's potential that can possibly get them out.
Because if I'm end up looking down this hallway, I'm be like, hey, that heading in the direction of the place I went to. I can't tell if it connects or not, but from where I'm standing, I can't see deep enough, but it may connect to the area that I was going to.
Yes, but before that, I'm gonna do something really stupid.
Ooh, I love that.
I want to try to clear the bodies out of the way of where the girls will be walking if we're taking them through this area.
I could probably carry one if need be.
Like, I just want to move these bodies over a bit so they don't have to worry about stepping on the skulls and the bones and stuff.
I could probably try and shovel a
you
bit out of the
know-
way too.
All right, just to give you an idea, picture on how these bodies look. You ever seen a body decay to the point where it's juicy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm holding my breath. I'm not really trying to look too closely at these things, and I'm just trying to move them as best as possible, either closer to the wall, or if it's like bones and stuff and they might be a tripping hazard, try to move them to the other side. Just trying to make a clean-ish, clear path, that way the girls can walk, because they are not probably the stablest of things. I don't want them to trip in here and freak the hell out.
I grab a chunk of coffin lid and use it as kind of like a
I
shovel.
got an idea of one thing we could do. I could just keep firebolting them over and over till there's nothing left.
That's burnt flesh smell of rotting flesh.
Yes, and yes.
So yeah, I grab a chunk of coffin lid
I
and
could
use it
do
as a shovel.
Sacred Flame and it would just be radiant. It wouldn't burn them.
Then what good would it do to help with the bodies?
Sanctify them.
All right, you do that while we're trying to clear a path.
Yeah, like I said, I'm going to use a chunk of coffin lid, kind of like a shovel, to get any mess off the ground and kind of clear a path as well.
Yeah.
All right. Just give me a general intelligence check.
Who?
Balgan.
I'm smart. Will this be intelligence saving throw or just...
No, just regular intelligence. Just give me a general intelligence.
So I got a +0 to intelligence, so... 15 will have to do.
You're thinking about using the lids of the coffins to scoop the bodies away, and then you kind of have a better idea. Why not just use the somewhat intact coffins as a potential means of a walk path?
I mean, I guess I could.
Good point.
Yeah, I guess if I turn them upside down, it just makes a nice little walkway.
We just have to help the girls cross it, no problem.
I'm gonna go move some stuff. Heavy lifting.
Okay, so how long does this process roughly take us?
By the way, is there anywhere I could put my torch, like one of those torch holders, so I can actually use both my hands? Or do I need to hand it to somebody?
This is probably a sconce. Why not?
Maybe, yeah. I couldn't remember the word. Thank you.
Yeah, it is.
So I'll spend the next few minutes moving coffins and making a bridge.
Alrighty.
While that's happening, after I move a bit, I just try to get some of that stuff off me and go back for the ladies.
Bolgan, what are you doing?
Hey, Riffin, can you help me out here? Either get the lids off or help me drag some of these. We're gonna make a bridge. Oh yeah, there's a room full of corpses over there. We're gonna try to get the people out over it. I think it's safer than trying to jump over a pit full of broken glass.
Yeah, I guess. But corpses? How many?
Yes. As I start dragging a coffin, dumping the bones out as I'm dragging it back to the room. It's easier if you see it yourself to understand the situation.
So while they're doing that, I'm just gonna check this room again, just see if they might have missed.
Okay, give me a perception or investigation roll.
I'm gonna do investigation. That is a. Okay, that's not too bad. That's the 14.
You search this room out, and no, it seems like this room is rather. This is a well intact room, except for the body.
Hmm.
This area doesn't need that. That was a clear square for the most part.
Yeah.
So maybe this one.
How do you erase things?
You highlight it. You try to click it, or you grab it
Nope,
and
nope,
drag.
not working.
Not that one. You go back to your pointer one and do it.
Baby coffin pieces.
I come back in and I'm checking them over. Do they seem like they are recovering at all? Do they seem like they're at least getting better?
You do notice the one was having. You're probably not sure how much longer she would have held on, but you probably have a good impression idea that if you didn't give her the food and water, she probably could have died within a few minutes of not being fed.
Okay, and we made sure both of them got food and water.
Yes.
Okay. Which one looks stronger right now?
They're both equally
same.
on par.
Do they both seem about the same level of consciousness?
Yeah.
All right.
Anybody want to get carried?
Do you think that you can stand up? Do you think that you can walk with assistance?
I'll try.
Okay. Bolgan, you carry one. I'll assist the other with walking, though I'm not the strongest, but I can at
Gotcha.
least be assisted. Assistful something.
Helpful.
I put my weapons away, hold the torch in one hand and the girl over my other shoulder.
Alrighty.
So,
Yeah.
unweaponed.
We think we found a way out. It isn't the most pleasant place to look at. 1 second.
Can somebody prestigigi some Centerway? Because I hope we don't have anybody lose consciousness or barf up their precious food and water.
I can do that.
What? Yeah.
I would just hate for the smell to get to them to where they threw up the life-giving material they have.
Alright, so Bolgan, you are taking these individuals and carrying them over each shoulder?
I mean, technically I could probably carry both of them, but, you know, Ariella was talking about lending a shoulder to one. It's whatever we think would be the most efficient.
Yeah. I can, as I said, we can assist the girls walking over and go from there. I would say that if I could scout forward, I know that me scouting forward can be useful.
In that case,
So
let me carry
if-
both of them.
I don't trust that.
Okay.
Either Riffin, probably Riffin because he's about same height with them, to assist the one that I'm currently helping. I can scout ahead, make sure it's not dangerous for them. And if it happens to get a little bit, potentially dangerous, we rest them carefully somewhere, deal with it, and come back for them.
Alright. Luckily, you two got low light vision, so I'm not really worried about that.
I got even better than that.
Yeah. I'm the only one who's going to be in the back holding someone with a torch in one hand and a booty in the other.
So let's get them over, starting out. I would suggest potentially just not looking into the room. Just hold on to me. Stay focused on the walls. All
And
right?
And Riffin, if you can help with the scent reduction, that'd help them a lot, I think.
Yeah, I can do that.
Alrighty, so you pick one up each and attempt to start moving them into the what looks like the failed ritual room.
Right.
I'm just gonna generally move the bodies.
I'm prestidigitation, so there's no smell.
And then whenever we actually manage to get over here-ish, I'm going to have Riffin hold one of the girls up, and I'm going to go forward slightly, check for traps, and just look around and make sure the area seems safe.
Okay, so upon entering this section of what looks to be a cave, the smell of death is strong in what was probably once a large and ornate hall, long since fallen into ruin. Not only are the walls and supports crumbling, but a 10-foot deep rift has opened up in the floor. 2 wooden bridges span the rift, whose floor is littered with skeletal corpses.
Okay, I'm gonna just stick to this side, look around on the floor, make sure that it seems okay, I guess. 15.
15. Okay. Let's see.
I try to hide my torch a little bit so it's not so much light being cast in the room.
As you are kind of keeping your eyes and wits about you, you do hear a small, faint crunching sound emanating from, you think, from the chasm.
Yeah, I'm not going. Nope. Mm-mm. Nope.
Feels like a
Nope,
carrion
nope,
crawler's in
nope,
there.
nope, nope.
Just gonna slowly go this way. Oh boy, that's hugging the wall right there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So if there is something in, you said the sound was in here somewhere?
Yeah.
How loud does it sound? Like, is it like a small kind of crunchy sound? Is it like a how do I put this? Does it sound like the crunchy sound is coming from a small thing or a big thing?
Let's see.
Dog chewing on the bone or a Tyrannosaurus?
If you were to describe it from the distance, it's a little hard to tell, but however, you would think it's minor crunching sound from multiple sources.
Okay, minor from multiple sources. So rats, possibly. But I don't. I'm gonna try to listen closer. Do I hear any skittering? Like rodent type skittering?
You don't think it's rodent.
Okay, so not possum, not rat, not raccoon. Wait, raccoons aren't rodents. Wait, are raccoons rodents?
I don't think they're considered it.
I don't think they are.
Okay, so no small critter wildlife. Okay, so I'm just looking over this section right here. Okay, so technically to get around this, probably be hugging this wall. Especially with the girls, we would have to hug them very close to make sure that they didn't topple, even though there's a lot of floor here. There's the majority of it here. with how weak they are, that's dangerous. So we'd have to have someone go first, possibly with a rope, someone else have a rope, and then the girls possibly hugging the wall, shimmying.
Well, I'm carrying
Down.
mine, so I should be okay.
Yeah, but even if you're carrying yours, it would still require someone to shimmy close to the wall just in case. Because
Yeah.
if there are things down there and one of us falls in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I have decent vision. I'm gonna do. Oh God, am I gonna do this? I'm gonna do something stupid.
You gonna crawl and peek over?
I'm gonna look for a small pebble. I'm gonna cast light on it and throw it in.
Okay.
Might be
And
a good
I'm
idea
gonna-
as a distraction device.
And I'm gonna try to see if I can see anything specific, like any movement down there.
Okay. Well, from where you're currently standing now, you're kind of behind a kind of a rock. So,
So I can't even see this way.
you can't see the bottom. Is
Okay.
from that current position. You would have to be like at the edge of it.
Maybe crawl to the edge. Peek over the side.
True, that might be better.
Well, the corpse is
Yeah.
around. You may not be noticed if you're just a head sticking over the corner.
True enough. Okay, so I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna try to sneak up to peek over the edge.
Okay. Give me a stealth check.
Okay, stealth. I'm proficient with stealth. 19.
Okay. So, where are you moving?
Ooh, I heard crunching whenever I first walked in, which means there's crunching over here too, right?
It's hard to tell since it sounds like there's multiples.
Just for the fear and simple fact that this area is very narrow, I'm gonna go over here and try to peek in.
Okay. Now, because you're stealthing, you managed to keep yourself at a quiet pace. And where do you toss the light?
Like, I would probably, like, whenever I tossed it, I probably tossed it, tried to toss it around here.
Okay. When you look down, you see
What's that?
That's
you
some buzz.
see a lot of bugs.
Okay, bugs.
In fact, swarms.
Okay.
Starship Troopers time.
Swarms of bugs isn't too bad. We can deal with bugs. Bugs are bugs.
And they are basically eating on the bodies.
Okay.
Nature at its finest.
Am I gonna have to make a different stealth roll to move back?
Well, they haven't noticed you yet, so that's totally up to you.
I'm gonna just away a little bit. Come back up here.
So what you got?
All right. So there is a way around to get to the other tunnel. However, it is a more narrow of a passage area. We would have to be very careful, possibly hug the wall to not fall into the chasm. The chasm. And I'm going to explain directly what I saw. Not to the fullest extent. I'm going to do it very nicely because I don't want to freak out these women. There are swarms of insects, and I'm not sure how tempting live people would be to them. But we could probably deal with them fairly easy. I do not want to put these ladies in any harm's way. And I explained my thought, my idea about the rope and stuff. Where, like, okay, so here's what I see in my head, guys. One of us hugs the wall, goes over here with a rope, holds onto it, and another person is over here with a rope, and the girls shimmy along this wall on the closer to the wall, and that way, if any, we have that rope to hopefully keep them from slipping and falling into the chasm, just for safety's sake.
Yeah,
Should I at
if
least
they
be able to-
keep the rope. If they keep the rope in front of them, basically, so that they are between the rope and the
wall.
wall, that should help.
But if I was to princess carry one and put my back against the wall, wouldn't that still do the same thing? At least for one of them?
Yes, but the issue there is if you lose your grip and you fall or you slip, and plus with you carrying someone behind you, that is 2 people's width
That's what I
that
said
are
princess
going
carry, but yeah.
up against. Well, no, I don't like that.
Okay.
That is potentially dangerous, especially we don't know how much give these floors have if the floors are weak. So us going
I am
one
quite
person at a
heavy.
time is probably the easiest way to do it. But the issue here is those bugs might cause an issue, and I don't want these ladies to potentially have any harm. So I'm thinking what we do is we sit them down right about here, put some supplies or whatever, that way it's a little bit more comfortable seating, and then us try to deal with the bugs. That way we don't have to worry about those bugs while we're trying to get them to safety, because there is other stuff over there that might be of interest to us, but I would rather get these girls out into safety first and then explore the rest of it. So regardless, we will have to deal with these bugs either way.
Yeah.
Do we have to deal with the bugs?
We do.
Do you want to
Sadly.
jump over a chasm of broken glass?
No.
Okay.
So as I said, we can put the girls here for safety, and then we can deal with the bugs, and then, well, if we deal with the bugs, see, it's hard because these areas right here look very narrow.
Mm-hmm.
Because if this side wasn't narrow, I would suggest dealing with bugs,
bridge.
crossing over it, going down, going over again. But this area right here is very narrow,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and I don't want to have these women deal with more issues than they have to in this place.
Yep.
The one thing is that does Bolgan even fit through here?
Like, to me, it looks like it is 1/2 to 3/4 width of a main square, and our person's bodies don't take up technically 5 feet.
I'm
But
big. but
again,
not
that
big.
is the DM's call. But I think it would be possible.
Yeah, it'd be passable for him.
Let's say worst case scenario, I jump from one rock over to here and then come across.
Okay, well,
So yeah, let's put the girls, over in this little indent right here. That way they don't have to be in the room with that stuff. And that way, hopefully, they're far enough away from the insects and stuff to not cause issues. And then us take the bugs out.
I can work with that. I could probably also drag one of these coffins for them to sit on.
Don't worry about the coffin. That make more noise than what we need.
Okay.
And I'm gonna ask. It's like, all right, so I assume that 2 of us can help them out to get seated there. Meanwhile, just in case it makes a little bit too much noise, 2 of us should be towards the chasm to, shield the ladies. So I'm wondering who wants to do that, because I know that Bolgan has one on his back right now. We can probably take that off, take her off of you, to set her down because you're beefy. You're one of the beefy ones.
Mm-hmm.
The question then becomes, do Riffin or I help the other one, and then who, and then the other two. We got to figure out as to who's going to be watching for the bugs while the two of us put these girls down, just in case we make too much noise.
I
And
feel Julie might be the best one to watch for the bugs
Because she's magic.
Out of curiosity,
because she has
your
fire magic.
Yeah.
your lighted up stone is still down there, right?
Yeah.
So we have light in the area.
I have concentration on that, so
Yeah.
it's good for an hour until
that
I drop
case-
concentration.
I put out my torch because there's no reason to have a torch while trying to do all this too.
Yeah.
Because
okay.
that's going to give me some light to actually see what's going on. Otherwise, it's going to be far more trickier for me to go around that stuff without a light source.
Right. Okay, so me and Riffin help to put these ladies over in this corner, and you two watch to make sure the bugs don't come up. And then once we're ready to do stuff, we go for it.
Okie dokie.
Okay, let's go.
I set my body down right here.
I'll go right there to keep an eye.
Okay. And then Bolgan will have to
Can you
at
put
least
the
go.
ladies right here?
Yeah.
so then-
Give me a second.
Okay.
Are you okay?
I don't know why the box is moved.
Move all the boxes.
There we go.
Okay.
Okay, so what's the game plan?
Okay, so if Bolgan moves forward, that way me and Riffin
Yeah.
can. Because I don't want anyone to be too close to the edge, and that's where the bugs are. But, us being in front of these ladies is definitely the best course of action for now. So,
My spear is useless. My halberd is pretty useless for a swarm of bugs, so I get my mace ready.
Alrighty.
I have no clue what would be more useful, swords or freaking bow and arrow. I'm going to assume my daggers and stuff is going to be more useful if they're going to start coming up to us. So, yeah, we have a wall between us and the ladies, between us and the bugs and the ladies. So, okay. Julie, you want to...
All right.
Kick the tires and light the fires.
So I have my daggers out, and I'm gonna, since we're not in initiative yet, the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hold an action.
Just,
where if anything
just a
comes up,
moment. Just a moment. I want to ask one little thing. In 5th edition, can anybody use scrolls? Or is it just linked to the spellcasters?
That's a DM decision.
That is a DM decision.
In my game, I say that the magic's already in there and stuff. As long as you're able to read, you can use it. But that's my game.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking.
Let's see. Generally, the way on how I would view it is if it is a spell that you can cast normally, you can use the scroll correctly.
What if it's a spell I cannot cast, even though I'm a spellcaster?
At that point, I would say you would just give me a general arcana roll, and I'll tell you if it's passable. Let me double check though. Are you referring to the scroll that you were given from
Yes.
session 1?
Yes.
If memory serves, I believe you have magic missile on your spell list.
No, warlocks do not.
They
No.
don't?
No, we do not.
Well,
Wouldn't this also cost him something?
well, he doesn't know that.
By the way, I lean over to Ariella just before we start moving. I go, "You still got one of them flasks on you, right?"
The mage fire, yeah.
Might be a good group to burn if we get the chance.
You want me to throw that in there?
If we get attacked and you see it's an opportunity to get as many of those bastards as possible. Maybe a good idea.
Good point. Good point. I'll keep that in mind. I don't want to do that now because if
Yeah, oh yeah. I just,
if we
look at
accidentally
Jule having a
burn-
fire spell. I'm like, okay, that's technically 2 fire we got.
if we accidentally burn one of those bridges, I don't want to,
Yeah.
potentially cause the other one to go out too.
But generally though, because you are a spellcaster, you would be capable in pulling it off. You'll just have to okay, so you kind of have to refamiliarize yourself with, okay, instead of doing this, you have to do this kind of thing. But you'll be using your Arcana skill and in replacement of that is basically what I'm saying.
Uh-huh. Well, it's probably not something I'm going to use anytime soon then.
Okay, so what's everyone planning on doing?
I'm ready to firebolt in case they move.
Okay.
I'm considering shielding the ladies, but I'm holding my mace and ready to attack anything that comes over that hill. So I'm readying for anything that comes around this corner.
I have my daggers out, ready to jab, stab, or crunch any critter that shows up.
Okay, so Jule, in order for you to get a good view, depending on where you are aiming, you will have to be at the edge to aim your guiding bolt downward.
Not guiding bolt, firebolt.
All right. So now the better question is, which one are you aiming at? Assuming the one below you, because that's kind of the only vision at that point.
Yeah, that's the only one I got, so I'll be aiming at him.
Okay.
Or
so,
them.
All right. In that case, give me your attack roll, and then we'll start off with initiative.
Oh boy. That is a natural 20.
Nice. Okay then. So that's crit then.
So let me roll that nice good damage on that. 5 plus 9 for 14 on the firebolt.
So 19 total?
19 total.
Okay, upon that, they start to scurry and they see a potential prey, at which point we will roll initiative.
Eh. 12.
I
21.
I stay as 21 as well.
Bolgan, what was yours?
Rolled an 11. That's a 13 then.
Okay. So, Aura, we start off with you.
Okay. I am staying here because I don't want to have too much of an opening for the ladies. And if and when something comes within my range, I am stabbing it.
Alrighty.
And I'm not moving, and no bonus action at this point, so that is my turn.
I'm gonna do the same, except I'm using an Eldritch Blast when I see something to blast it.
Alrighty. Bolgan?
I'm going to ready an attack with my mace. Once again, low light source, so I'm going to try and focus down the hallway. Anything that I see coming down this way, I'm going to try to bash as it comes my way.
Alrighty.
Yeah, if you know where it goes, you don't have to see it.
Okay.
I figure there's still some light coming from over here, so anything I can see shadows.
Alright, so Jule, as she launched her firebolt down this chasm, the crunching sound suddenly turns into, well, you see multiple and thousands of bugs just crawling up the walls as it starts to enter Jule's square.
Why?
So Riffin, you did hold an action, so you may throw a Eldritch Blast at it.
I'm throwing an Eldritch Blast.
I kind of wish we kept that mimic corp to throw it in there.
That's a 13.
13, that hits.
If you think about it, the
Okay.
mimic corpse would actually act like a big old fly trap.
In a way. That's 9 damage. Force.
Alright, let me just move your token, Jule. Alright, due to Jule's earlier scorching, this swarm is not.
Okay, you broke
Okay.
up. All I heard was this swarm.
The swarm's annihilated.
Got it, okay.
That one is. But this one, on the other hand. Okay, this one is going to continually move at both its actions. Which, let's see, regular movement is that, then 5, 10, 15. It does get here, but it will move one more square, which I already determined who is going after. But I believe 2 individuals had readied actions they wish to trigger. Alright,
Yes.
so Bogan, go ahead.
Alrighty. So, knowing that it's going to be a low attacking enemy, I swing as low and as wide across in a raking motion as I can with my mace. So, the mace is a +6. That's an 18 plus 6.
That hits.
That's 24. Alright. And it's a 1d6 plus 4, so. That's a 3 plus 4, so that's a 7.
Alright.
Okay. 14.
That hits.
Okay, so D8 plus 2. That is 8 damage.
Alright, and this thing continues to move into Oris Square.
No.
Fine.
I'm just going to keep the token there, that way it's easy for me to click on.
Okay.
Jule, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt on this thing, so it needs to make me a
It
dexterity
moved into my
save.
square.
Yeah, it's in Aurora
It's all over
Square.
Aurora. Ariella.
It's all over Aurora. I will still cast Sacred Flame on him.
Oh
Okay,
no.
Sacred Flame. Alright, that requires a dexterity save.
Me too?
No,
No?
just the swarm.
Okay. I didn't know if...
What's the DC?
14.
It passed.
Oh, nothing happens. That's all I got.
Aura, these things just suddenly moved into your square as your surrounding footing area is surrounded by insects
No!
and bugs.
See, that's fine, because I have a couple things that I can do.
Hooray!
First off, I am going to attack with my rapier. That is, what is that? 18 to hit.
That hits.
Technically, would she have advantage because all three of us are surrounding her?
Not necessarily advantage, but she would get sneak attack.
Oh, good.
And that is 5 damage plus... Ugh! 1 sneak attack on that one.
So 6 total then.
And then I'm also going to attack with my rapier.
Okay.
Woo! Natural 20! So that's damage dice twice, right?
Yeah. Wait, how are you attacking twice?
1 with my rapier, 1 with my dagger.
Okay, because all right, you said rapier twice. That's why I was like, wait, that's main hand. All right, so go ahead.
Okay, so and no bonuses. So that is 7 total damage.
From a dagger?
I got a natural 20.
Oh, right,
Yeah,
right.
2 dice.
Yeah, that's right. 7 damage, you said.
Yes.
All right. Anything else?
I don't want these bugs to go on to the girls, so I'm staying here.
You can't drop one of them potions at your feet.
Griffin?
And that would put me on fire.
You still got a movement. You could jump out.
Yes, but the girl is right there.
Does it have an
No
area
one
effect?
around us can. No one around us can move, and it kind of might be.
Okay.
I don't want to chance it.
Yeah.
Griffin, you're up.
Well, this is a problem. It's on one hand too dangerous to just attack with a sword.
Attack at my feet. I believe in you.
I um I'm yeah, I guess my character would be confident in his swordsmanship enough to attack them with the sword actually.
All right. Give me an attack roll.
Well, that was scary.
Was it almost?
Yeah, it was the 13, which is next to the 1. But that's a 21 to hit.
That hits.
So it was scary. Ooh, nice. That's 14 damage.
Okay. And this was the magical sword, right?
Yes.
You decide to like just hack at and slash at the last remaining bugs as the majority of the bugs that were active are now dispersed.
Okay. Okay. Good.
Huzzah.
All right. So
There was max damage that I could do with the sword
good job.
on a non-critical.
All right. So my idea is Bolgan holds on to a rope from over here,
Okay.
and then me and Riffin, possibly Jule, hold on this side, while the girls, if they're able to walk on their own, walk along, hugging the wall.
All right. I'm gonna try and squeeze this way.
Yeah. It's
Do I
probably,
need any checks
best
or just
thing.
go for it?
Alrighty.
Careful.
So I'm making sure I have the other end of the rope. You can get to here on the 30 feet of rope.
Yeah. And on top of that, I have some lighting from the light in the pit, so
Yeah.
I can at least see where I'm not supposed to step.
Yeah.
I actually have a 50 feet rope if that needed.
Is it 50 feet? I thought it was 30 feet.
50.
Easy. Easy.
Yeah, it is 50 feet of rope. My bad. I thought it was 30 feet.
All right, ladies, around the corner over here. Take a seat in the hallway over there. By the way, we don't really know if the water in the next room is dangerous, so try not to drink any of that while we're waiting.
You mentioned that to them?
Yes.
I probably do, because...
No, it's not safe.
The water's not safe?
No.
I very intently lean in and go, could you explain that a little bit? Because remember, I took my hand I put in the water earlier, so I'm kind of like, uh-oh.
Well, we heard that if you drank it, I don't know exactly what they did to it, but apparently ingesting it may do something. We didn't hear the full details. We were mainly locked up.
Okay, but what about dipping your hand in it?
They both shrug.
Good to know. Whew. So I guess I get a little tug at the rope like they're over now.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm gonna give the rope over to Riffin to hold on to, because yes, I know that I'm good, but I'd prefer safety. I'm just gonna hug the wall and shimmy along down.
Ironically, I think Julie should go last because she'd have the least amount of,
Issue?
floor coverage. Yeah. Just walk calmly down the middle of the row.
La 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 la.
Now, ladies, if either of you feel up to it, if either of you gain enough strength,
Oh, the orc. Oh, I forgot about the orc. Hey, yeah, there's an orc upstairs that's hurt, by the way.
she's with the golden mongoose, but she is alive. She is doing well.
She has my water skin.
That's wonderful. Where is she?
We kind of left her up there, didn't we?
Yeah, by a pile of debris, but she's out from underneath it this time, so.
I think she's sleeping currently.
Well,
I give a tug to the rope for Riffin.
Well,
Julie, do you want to go first, or should I?
You go. I got your back.
Well, keep this rope then, just in case.
Okay.
Technically, with the rock as a lever, she could probably keep it pretty tight for you.
Yeah.
No, it's more so she has a rope to hang on to if she walks and she somehow slips.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that way she can wrap it around herself. We have the rope now on this side, and she can just, shimmy and, yeah.
Or just spin like a yo-yo. Wind it up with her.
Alright, so you guys are taking the Splint Fig twins up to where the orc is?
Yeah, we're probably going to leave everybody together.
I would prefer to escort them up.
Oh, yeah. That way we can also check on her.
Yeah, just because I don't know if I want to make sure the things are still gone. Even though we spooked her off, I want to make sure it's safe.
Yeah.
And plus, I'm still worried about their overall health and how they are with walking and stuff, and I'm not sure about those stairs with people being tired. So,
yeah.
You managed to take them up to the surface again, where you left Gilda. She seems to have gained conscious again, and she kind of looks over at you two, and it's like, my goodness, survivors? Oh, that's wonderful news. I'm surprised that you two are still alive.
By the way, you still got my water skin.
She kind of hands you an empty water skin.
Hey, it's perfectly fine. I'm just glad you were looking a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
there's still sections of it that need to be explored.
Yeah,
We just
we'll probably go
wanted
back down.
we wanted to get these ladies out as quickly and as safely as possible before continuing our exploration. And I'm going to.
Actually, I want to know what she knows about this cellar.
Yeah, I was going to actually explain where we had been through with the cellar. Now, mind you, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Bulgans, this door was secret.
Mm-hmm.
This door was secret. So we just took these poor women through secret entrances, but I'm pretty sure they don't care. But yeah, very similar is to if she knows anything past the main area without legit giving her that information in case she doesn't.
And maybe also ask about the pool of water, since I
Well-
learned a little bit more.
And I'm going to
Well-
use my telepathy to kind of show her what we found out happened to her fellow members.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna keep an eye on her for like any sort of insight, if that's all right.
For Jule's sake and purpose, she seems rather shocked at everything that you guys have found and what has been done, at least what has occurred during the time that she was knocked out.
Though she looked a bit freaked out that I just put the pictures in her head.
A bit, yes.
That's got to be like one of
Yes.
those jump scare kind of situations where, all of a sudden flashing pictures of horror.
And for Aura, you were doing an insight check?
Yes.
Alright, roll me an insight.
Woo! So that is. I keep bouncing back and forth. 18.
She is naturally freaked out with whatever it was that Jule did, and as well as to what you at least informed her.
Do you think that perhaps you have enough strength to make it back into town, Lady Gilda?
You think you can help these ladies too?
Yeah, I think I should be able to help these two. If anything, some of the town locals should be more than willing to help them out too.
Of course, of course.
Appreciate you.
As
Of
we said,
course.
there is more that we have not fully looked into yet. We just want to make sure that the area is safe, and whatever threat might have been around here is gone.
By the way, on your
Okay.
way back, let them know about the shifter and the others. Keep the town watch alert.
Shifters?
There was a shifter and some comrades, I guess you could say. You'll find the corpses outside, but
She is outside.
in the
Oh,
courtyard. I thought they were still inside the rubble area.
No.
That was
outside. That was the courtyard.
Okay.
Vulcan.
Hmm?
The city guard were the golden mongoose.
What I'm saying is, anybody that's left down there, such as the old dude who used to be part of it, keep an eye out for anything that's suspiciously happening now. I mean, pretty much everybody's on alert in that town anyway, since we showed up. But still.
But yeah, if you can tell us anything about the cellar.
Well, we were still seeing the events of the prior gang that once were sighted here. If anything else, we mainly been trying our focus building the manor itself. The manor itself was the main debris and rubble of decay. We haven't had a chance to really explore much except for the main part of where the basement is, which is literally the first room you guys went into.
Mm-hmm.
About that pool of water, do you know anything else about that? I'm still holding my hand like,
Who are you asking?
well, whoever would know about the pool of water that I stuck my hand in.
Well, one of the sisters, who go, well, I heard they did something, but I'm not sure what, though. Why? What exactly did they do?
Who, me? Kind of stuck my hand in it to see if it, burned or anything.
And they kind of, not just the sisters, but Gilda also raises a brow. It's like, and?
It
Oh yeah,
didn't-
he's totally cussed.
It didn't tingle or anything. I just, want to make sure my hand wasn't going to rot off in 3 days or something.
Well, Gilda interjects and go, well, why do you believe something's wrong with the water? Well,
I'm deception and just say, oh yeah, he's totally cursed.
It was bubbling,
A lot.
but it was cool, and felt. Bolgan said it felt refreshing to the touch.
I did
The
not drink
bubbling.
it, though.
The bubbling doesn't make any sense if it was cold.
Gilda kind of like scratches her chin. It's like, cold to the touch. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I panically look at my hand again.
I send
None of you-
Bolgan a mental image of his hand falling off.
Damn you.
You didn't drink it, did you?
No, I did not.
No, none of
Good.
us drank it.
Good. Don't. Because that was ghoul gut.
Ghoul what?
Ghoul
gut.
gut?
It's a type of magical disease.
Ah, shit. Prestidigit my hand.
Really?
Yeah, I've learned a little bit about it in some of my academics. It's not common, but if what you've mentioned is how the water's acting, that would probably explain why the water is the way it is.
Interesting. I still have an empty bottle that Bolgan had used from our previous encounter that had a healing potion in it at one point. I might grab a bottle of that stuff.
Ooh. I look at Jule, lean over, and start moving my hand towards Jule.
I can't help you with that.
No, I'm acting like I'm going to grab your face with my hand that was in the water.
I cast Firebolt at him.
Don't use up your spells.
I can do
Don't
this
cast
one all
any
day.
spells. Yeah.
Okay, don't cause him to get hurt. We might need him. As is, I'm at 10 hit points. I didn't remember that.
But, oh jeez, if I was out that long and they did all that stuff, ugh, I can't even imagine what the other part of the basement was like. Ugh.
I mean, look at the bright side. Being underneath this pile of rubble probably saved your life.
Yeah, but this is one rude wake-up call I did not want to expect.
Sorry for waking you up then.
It was a bigger speech. Anyway,
Oh, yeah. Okay.
let me take these two back to town, and I'll meet me back at the office. We'll talk there.
Okay. Hey,
As she's walking away, I'm gonna give her 1 gold and just say, I think you could use a very strong drink after what happened.
Yeah, I think so too. Thanks.
by the
You're
way,
welcome.
which way was the pantry? I want to see if I can refill my water flask that isn't in the basement. It probably destroyed, but I still want to give it a shot to refill it.
See, thinks on where the pantry was, and you remember that empty room you guys found?
Wait, you mean the one up
Yeah,
here in the
Purely
underground?
empty room, yeah.
She actually mentions that room was the pantry.
But it was behind the secret passage.
No, that was before the secret passage.
They took everything.
They cleaned out the food and water supplies. The
Yeah,
bastards.
Crap.
Well, I wonder what else is down there.
By the way, did you booby trap some supplies down there?
What? No. Why?
Apparently, they found a room. It was going to set itself on fire.
I don't know if it was there just to stop anybody from rebuilding the place or whatever.
C looks very flabbergasted at this. It's like, are the materials still intact?
Yes, I managed to disable the traps. Everything's fine.
I gotta bite my lip like, maybe I should have kept quiet. I know some free supplies.
All right. Well, Well, I'll leave the rest of the investigation to you on this. Let me know what you find out. In the meantime, I'll take these two back to town.
Appreciate you.
I'm
We find anybody else, we'll bring
very
it to you.
grateful, dear. They
Thank
were
you.
they'd been down there for a little bit of time. We did give them some food and some water, but if perhaps getting them a little bit more and some well rested would help them out a lot.
Right. Alright, so she helps the two down from the Manor's estate to town. Well, what do you guys do?
Do y'all need a rest, like a short or long rest for everything that's happened?
Um,
Because you said you had only 10 health, right? How's everybody else looking?
yeah, but that's 10 health carried over from last time.
I have 2 spell slots, but I still have my 2 sorcery points, so I'm just going to spend those 2 sorcery points to give me back that spell slot. I'm good to go.
What
I
about
could
you,
use a short rest, but it's not really needed. I still have 1 spell slot left.
If y'all want to risk it, we should go back down there and see if we can find somebody else. If anybody else is still alive down there, they're probably at death's door like those ladies were.
We don't have time to wait at this point.
Exactly.
Though if we take any stronger damage, then yes, we will need to rest up a bit.
All right, you got to get some of that
Don't
water.
worry, I can heal you. I'll make sure none of you dies.
I give her a hug.
Green. All right, I probably make my way back towards the basement.
If we're
Alright.
going back towards the basement, I am taking the empty healing potion bottle that I still have because bottles are very good to have.
Yes.
And I'm going to dip it into that water and get a whole healing potion bottle size worth of that ghoul gut in this bottle.
You're not going
Okay.
to drink that, are you?
Good for
I'm not going to drink it, no, but
good for assassinations.
it might be good to have for other purposes.
Yeah,
Okay.
someone might drink it on
Right.
accident.
So, yeah. Alright, so since you guys have an idea on, or at least you've heard the name, Riffin and Jule mainly because you two are mainly trained in Arcana. So give me another Arcana roll.
I'm not
to know
trained in
exactly-
Arcana. What do you think I am?
I keep forgetting about
A
that.
student?
But Jule,
If anyone can help me write notes on this, I would appreciate it greatly.
That is a 18.
okay, so Ghoul Gut, from what you understand, is mainly a magical disease. It's a low end one. So, from your understanding, it is mainly ghoul parts carries from Ghoul Gut. So, somehow, whoever did this extracted essence from a ghoul itself.
They took the ectoplasm and threw it in the water.
Yes. Now, from your understanding, the symptoms strike when the victim starts or at least tries to go to rest. Now, at first it doesn't take effect right away, but you understand that the way on how this particular disease works, the individual suffers severe cramps and their bowels make sounds like two ghouls fighting.
Ooh.
And
Oh, this would be great to sabotage somebody later.
And apparently, if they ever try to get into like any heavy combat, they will immediately take necrotic type damage. But that's only half of it.
I'm just trying to write this down as fast as possible.
Apparently, the victim, as the disease goes on, cannot regain hit points from non-magical means,
Oh, God.
which includes resting or if this was in situation of game, spending hit dice.
Yeah, I feel like... Sorry.
The only other way to potentially try to overcome this disease is to either A, let it run its course, or it could potentially just outright kill you if you are not strong enough.
I feel like this would be great if we had to like meet some baron who's going to betray us. It's like slip it into his drink real quick before we get into a fight, you know?
That said, though, a well-trained individual in medicine could potentially help remove disease.
And how do they do that?
Leeches.
Are you trained in medicine?
Lots
I
of
am not
leeches.
trained in medicine.
Then you are not quite sure on the process, but you have heard that there are ways to get rid of it through some normal means, but you're not exactly sure what those means are.
Probably more like, because all I'm thinking of is like greater restoration and the healing stuff. So I'm trying to see it from a non-magic perspective.
Ghost leeches.
Herbs.
Probably.
Certain herbs, probably leeches,
Zombie leeches.
You got dysentery.
salves.
What a horrible way to
There
die.
are quite a few non-magical things.
I mean, to be fair, there is a fair amount of magical items in the world, and a lot of people that have access to that. We're not. Aura would not put this on somebody who had no means of dealing with it per se. But if they don't realize until a certain point that their stomach is giving them issues and whatnot, it might take them a bit to realize that, hey, I need to get magical. I need to do something about this, and it might detain them for a little bit. But everyone, for the most part, has means to get magical stuff. So it's not like Aura's thought process behind this is to kill somebody just to inconvenience them long enough for us to do something.
Get some guards out from away from a locked door, or
Technically, in 5th edition, magical stuff is harder to get than normal.
Depends on the DM. Depends on the story.
Depends on the DM, the setting.
But regardless, though, this is what knowledge you know, Julie. So, what does everyone do at this point?
Does Julie give me this information?
I will send you a mental image of what this thing does.
Cool beans. I'm writing that in my notes. I wonder how much I could sell this for.
Actually, out of character, that brings the question. Could a paladin that's 3rd level or a higher level monk be affected by that disease?
It's a magical disease, so...
But paladins at 3rd level are immune to disease.
But I think it's only regular diseases. I think magical diseases still would take a prominent effect, because I believe, if memory serves, paladins can still get inflicted with lycanthropy, which is considered a magical disease.
Mm-hmm. Actually, isn't it considered a curse?
It's a curse.
Yes, actually, you're right. It is a curse. So,
Then could they remove it with lay on hands or no?
Greater restoration or no, remove curse spell, right?
if they have it, but
Lay on hands can remove diseases.
yeah,
But a disease is not a curse.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
totally different. So
Yeah, remove curse would get rid of the curse.
And
so,
greater
yeah.
restoration would remove disease.
All right, so what is everyone doing at this point?
well, we just got the water, so, and that conversation was held about the stuff, so
My character isn't shady at all, guys. I'm just potentially going to use this in ways that...
I'm actually going to give this skull that was given to me to Julie, because I believe that she might actually have more use with it.
Ooh, give me! What is it? Where'd you get?
Some strange guy gave this to me in the Acquisition Incorporated building before. It's magic missile or something.
Huh. I wonder if this is what that drow was talking about the royalty component.
I have no idea what
Royal-
you're talking about, but I believe that magic missile is a pretty common
All right,
spell.
Jule.
So
What do you mean by royalty component, dear?
Okay, well, back at HQ before we left, I got called to a classroom and where I got a lesson about the royalty component. See, there's
You're rude, Julie. Sorry, continue.
I mean, there's some spells that, unlike normal components like this diamond or some other things, it takes gold.
I know that there's material and sometimes cost to certain spells. Do you mean just it takes your gold when you use it?
Yep.
well, that could be good and bad.
I guess just make sure you have money if you gotta cast one of those spells.
Well, the thing is that normally you are certain to have money with you, but you might not have the right components with you, so it could be good and bad.
True.
But since you have the scroll, though, are you looking over it?
I am looking over it.
Okay. As you look over it, it looks, at first glance, it's like, hey, this looks like a magic missile. And then you kind of look a little deeper into it. It's like, this is a very specialty type of magic missile. In fact, you believe that this is the quote-unquote Jim Dark Magic's missile.
And how is it different from regular magic missile?
Oh, let me tell you.
I have no idea.
Oh, it's a fun one.
I'm just looking around.
I'm not trained in Arcana, I have no idea.
Okay, so Jim's magic missile. Any apprentice wizard can cast a boring old magic missile. Sure, it always strikes its target. Yawn. Do away with the drudgery of your grandfather's magic and this improved version of the spell, as used by Jim Dark Magic himself. You create 3 twisting, whistling, hypoallergenic, gluten-free darts of magical force. Each dart targets a creature of your choice that you can see within range. Make a ranged spell attack for each missile. On a hit, a missile deals 2d4 force damage to its target. If the attack roll scores a critical hit, the target of that missile takes 5d4 force damage instead of the rolling damage twice for a critical hit.
Okay, so it has a little bit more boom to it if you just happen to get critical on the attack.
But overall with the D4, it should do more damage
Yeah.
than a regular magic missile.
If the attack roll for any missile is a 1, all missiles miss their targets and blow up in the face, dealing 1 force damage per missile to you.
That sounds okay.
That's
It's
some
got
risk.
its drawback and it's got its bonus. So you would have to be extremely careful not to roll a 1.
Or have something divine to help you prevent from a crit fail.
And from your knowledge and the way on how the scroll is, this is a first level spell, which means using this spell at first level would probably spend 1 gold piece.
Okay. I like this thing.
So
I put it in my
then-
bag next to the scroll of bless.
So, Sir Dan, what's down this hallway? Well, hallways.
Let's see.
Here and here.
Down that way. You see.
I'm also going to cross the bridge because if he's planning anything, I'd rather make sure that the stairs and whatnot are trap free.
Yeah, I'm just kind of looking while everybody's gathering back together. Got my torch backlit and holding it out and looking around like, huh, I don't think we looked down
I'm
this
staying
way.
in the middle.
If I may suggest something,
What's up?
isn't it maybe easier to just cast light on Bolgan's weapon so he does his weapon out without having trouble of having a torch in his hand?
You give a pouty face. It's
Considering
like,
he has a,
I feel special.
considering he has a two-handed weapon most of the time.
Okay, so here's the thing with that is... let me read something really quick.
Also, question: how much longer are we going? Sir Dan?
I just typed that for you.
No.
Okay, let's see. Action, 1 hour. Okay. So, my whole thing is that, like, obviously a torch, it does take a while to extinguish it. But the torchlight isn't, Actually, this would be the same as a torchlight. 20 feet and 20 feet. But, if I need to go ahead and see further... Huh.
How often can you use it?
It's a cantrip.
Then it shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, you can always recast cantrips.
I'm going to look at Bolgan. Do you have any of your weapons out right now, or are you walking regular?
Just a mace in my right hand and a torch in my left.
Would you rather have a free hand?
Well, if I had a free hand, I'd probably prefer to hold my halberd.
Now, mind you, if we do end up in combat, if I get hit, I might lose concentration on the light, and that would put you in dock.
Yeah. It might be safer for me just to drop the torch on the ground in a situation like that.
Actually, light is not a concentration spell.
It's not?
No?
It is not listed as a concentration spell.
Well, in that case...
Time for a lightsaber. I mean, a magically enchanted light-emitting saber. Well, halberd in my case.
Okay, so you want to hold on to the halberd versus having a free hand?
Because if you can put the light actually on the halberd, I can hold it up in the air and probably give us quite a good range of light.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Any particular color you wanted?
I think
Make
white.
it pink.
I think white would give us the best overall lighting.
That wouldn't be too bright for us, would it, DM?
What was that?
A white light wouldn't be too bright for us?
No, I mean,
It doesn't
Okay.
really make...
I figured it'd help us at least try to find traps better than something blue, which may shadow in something that otherwise might be
I mean,
seen.
it's just you can light it any color.
True.
It's pretty much. I think it's the same amount of brightness. It's just flavor text for color.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if
Yeah.
you get out your halberd, I guess I'll touch it.
You know what?
Wow,
as,
phrasing.
I,
Anyway.
as I extinguish my torch, it's like, maybe we go yellow, so I still feel like I have the torch in my hand.
Okay.
I hold it up, because I know all y'all can see it in the dark anyway, and I'm just like, I hope I don't poke y'all with it.
You'll be fine.
You're fine.
And I am going to drop light on the other one because it's been less than an hour, and I'm going to cast light on this one.
Alright, so cast light, and you guys are standing in a chasm full of dead bodies.
Can we move, please?
What? It's not like you're standing on a brick. Oh, you are. Sure.
All right, let me just. Pardon me. Sorry.
No problem. Let me just slide around the rock.
Yeah,
Sorry,
you
get out of your way.
just stay there, and I'm gonna trek ahead, checking for traps, making sure the area is safe. You know the drill.
So as I walk around with my lit up weapon, I go la da 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 da.
I'm taking a quick look on this side.
Okay,
18.
it appears safe.
Okay, just slowly.
Don't fall in the pit, Julie.
Yeah, and these are just regular stairs.
Yep.
And you said I'm still good, so.
Yep.
Okay.
Riffin, what were you doing?
I'm looking into this hallway, but it's probably caved in.
Actually, no, it is not caved in.
Ooh.
It's not? Oh,
No.
okay.
I assumed it was a cave in too.
Yeah.
It looks
too.
caved in.
So I think it's the same animation used for the dragon area.
In fact, while it does look like a lot of dirt debris, it actually leads to be a tunnel, and you think it leads outside.
Huh.
I guess we know how they got the bodies down here. All the ones that weren't part of the attack.
Jolie is the only one that's still here next to me.
That's
Yeah, I'm over here. I'm kind of running back and forth.
true. Like a terrier trying to run around for fun.
Well, how far do you check to see if it is safe?
Well, I want to peek around the corner, but not go around the corner yet. Does that make sense?
I was asking Riffin.
Oh.
Well, considering everyone is going that way, I'm keeping it in mind at least.
Okay.
And I tell Julie.
Well, it gives us another way out if we need to make a quick escape.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that we don't know how safe that area is.
That is true.
Besides that, getting over the bridge and then remove the bridge might also be not a bad idea if for some reason we need to one.
Okay.
Okay, so you descend down the stairs, and you are met with a door on your left and a hallway leading to another door.
Okay. Let's see here. Well, I mean,
You got this.
Take your time.
I mean, how about we flip a coin? Heads, we do the left. Tails, we go right.
I don't trust this door.
Which one?
Yes.
I'm going to shimmy slightly over to that door and this one and poke it with my dagger. Does it move?
There's no reaction.
Okay.
Always a good sign.
You killed a door.
Listen, after I just look at her. It's like, you want to talk, Mrs. Touching a baby coffin and it trying to eat you.
Jula, you're the official door opener now.
I'll be quiet.
Okay. Well, I'm going to check this door for traps.
All right, main investigation roll.
Ooh. 11.
It's a long silence.
It is locked.
Okay, but not trapped that I notice.
Doesn't appear to be trapped.
It's locked.
Want me to use my key as I smack my mace on my hip?
I still don't know if that will make them disappear, though. Listen! Listen, you guys do not understand. There's a reason I say that.
I don't think a maze just disappears when you knock a door down.
He said key, and I was focused on key.
Yes,
no.
It was patting his mace.
Let's try a nicer way.
I point at my boot.
Sure.
It's like, mace is not nice. Boot's nicer.
I shimmy out of the way for him to try his boot.
I kind of loosen my shoulders up a little bit, of shoulder circling a little bit, turn my waist a little bit, kind of limber myself up a little bit, lean my halberd back so I don't get it in the mix of everything. And I'm assuming this is going to be an athletics check.
Yeah. Give me an athletics check.
Okay, so it's a +6.
The kicking the door key.
11 plus 6, so that's what, 17?
Yes. All right. Let me see here. Okay, so you don't just successfully bash the door down. The door breaks.
Jesus Christ!
Off the hinges with you!
And apart
Hogan,
from
what'd you do?
I open the door.
And as you look inside, apart from a fallen kobold statue that blocked the door, this room contains only 4 beds. Each is covered in torn seats, its straw mattress crawling with bugs.
Wait. Okay. I understand in our society on Earth, in non-D&D, we have lawn gnomes. These people have lawn kobolds?
I think it's cute.
I'm gonna call it Timmy.
Lawn kobolds!
Question, if we stood the kobold statue up, would it be taller than...
How tall is your character, Julie?
I am... Hold on. I am 2'9".
You know what? Let's keep it.
I agree. It's adorable.
I'm gonna call it Larry.
Okay,
Hello,
well,
All right.
do we have a bag or something to put Larry in?
Before you do,
I'm not
For
going to
anyone-
carry it.
for anyone who's looking at this statue, give me an Arcana or Nature roll.
Sure, why not?
Sure.
I have
I'm
both
too
of
far
those.
away.
I have neither, so good luck to me.
Ah! 15!
I got a 1!
15!
That is a 19.
I looked too deeply into the statue.
It looks back.
Okay, so
I think I
Beware
fell...
the Larry.
Oh no, I think I fell in love.
Okay, so Julie, what did you roll? You rolled Arcana?
Yeah, Arcana 19.
Okay. At first, you're looking at this thing, it's like, huh, you know, this thing's rather very detailed. And you look at it, and it's like, wait, why did they include the gear to make it look so realistic with this statue?
Listen,
It's
that's how it do, man.
It's an
And
action
Aura?
figure.
It's fine craftsmanship.
And Aura?
That's what it is.
Yeah,
You, what did you roll exactly?
15.
And that was what, Arcana or Nature?
That was nature.
You're getting a closer look at this thing, and it's like, something seems off about this stone. In fact, from what you understand, this type of effect of stone comes from a creature.
Bolgan.
Huh?
Leave the room.
At which point, Bolgan, you are in the room. You see two of the beds on the far side stir.
Bogan, what did you do? What did you
Get
do?
out! Get out! Grab Larry and get out!
I start shifting to the, my right. I reach down, grab Larry by the hand with my free hand. Damn it! Larry, no!
They didn't include artwork for these things.
16!
Give me a moment to get the thing out.
I was going to bring up the fact if nothing had happened yet. I was
we
going
have to be attacked by font!
I was going to look under the beds next, but yeah, that happened before I had a chance. I was going to say,
But
since
until
I rolled a 1,
17.
I was going to be like, I was
I
too
have no
distracted.
idea what's going on, but for some reason I feel it has something to do with undead.
Alright, Bolgan, what'd you get?
I haven't rolled yet. Let's see. 16 plus 2, so 18.
And Riffin?
Some of my rolls have been decent.
That's a 14.
Alright, let me see what they got.
You okay?
Okay, Bolgan. You see rising up from the beds as the sheets fall off these what look to be a skeletal looking, well, you're not exactly on the type of creature, but it kind of looks like a weird morphified chicken.
Don't look at it!
Ah, because
It's a chocobo!
I lean out the door and yell, I got holy water on me. I don't know if that's gonna help.
Probably not. Don't look at them. I actually, no, I don't know if these are also don't look at. Fuck.
How about Bogan, grab Larry, leave the room?
But the door's busted!
Yeah, there's no door.
I just remembered Bogan busted the door.
Out of curiosity, how wide is those beds? Because I don't think
big
cockatrices have hands to pull beds out of the way of doors.
Big enough for someone to sleep in, but probably not big enough to block a door.
Yeah, I just wonder if it was a kobold-sized bed.
Well, poor Larry.
So, what are you doing, Bolgan?
I don't think I have an option, because otherwise we're just going to have two undead cockatrices following us down the hallway.
But there's a door there that isn't broken. Except then we'd have to deal with them later. Or they'll go outside.
Whatever's in the other room might have a sandwich between them.
Yeah, true.
I don't want to be sandwiched.
Okay, so my
We don't
weapon
need a
has
jewel
reach.
sandwich.
So that's 2 squares. I can hit these things from where I'm standing, right?
Yeah, you had
Yeah.
you have reach.
Thank God I switched back to my halberd. I call out the freaky looking peacocks as I quickly swing my halberd at this one, figuring
Alright.
Jule can probably hit the other one easily enough. I swing as hard as I can. Okay, that is a 10 plus 6, 16. I hope that hits.
Yep, that hits.
Whew, man, getting out the skin of my teeth. Okay, and I need to roll 1d10. Ooh, 10. Sweet. So, that's 10 plus 4, 14 damage. So, yeah, I guess I did swing as hard as I could.
Okay. Yeah, that took a good chunk out of him. So, looks like someone's having a chicken wing tonight.
It's all bone.
Yeah. There's not much meat on it anymore.
Anything else, Bolgan?
Is it possible for me to quickly move to my right while tipping up the bed as a kind of makeshift shield between the two of us? You know, in a way to say, kind of, let me see if I can draw something real quick.
I think that would be your an action.
That would be an action.
Okay, yeah, I was wondering if I could put something right there. Like
Yeah,
turn the
that would
bed
be an
over.
action to do that.
Okay.
Ironically, I could easily protect Vulcan.
But I am going to try and give room to everybody else. So I'm probably
Alright.
going to shift over here. It puts me out of range for the other one, but it keeps me in range for this one.
Jule, what do you do?
I'm gonna cast Firebolt at the one Bulgan did not hit.
Alright, give me an attack roll.
That is a 12 plus 6, 18.
That hits.
Protect our friend.
Come on, D10. Be nice to me. That is a 9 points of fire damage to it.
Alrighty. Anything else?
And then I'm gonna go, hey, I'm gonna run back here. Yeah.
Biggest
Alright.
two traps, but
Step here. Getting my cross, my. I can word. Short bow. Yeah, that's it. I'm hitting the one, the left corner one. Trying to hit the left corner one with a 18.
That hits.
Okay, it is not technically engaged at this point. That's fine. With woohoo, 8 damage total.
Alright.
And I'm also taking a step back. And if Julie needs to get past me, I will allow her to get past me because that's how this works.
Griffin.
I
you're
think
up.
I can see them from here.
Yeah, you can look around my hip or something. It's fine.
I'll just fire a firebolt from behind you.
Griffin, what do you do?
the thing is that I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah. You saw Julie and Aura just fire into the room and immediately back up.
And at one point, I probably yelled, "Don't look at them too much." So I.
Well, the thing is that you could save Vulcan pretty easily by just removing the light, because Vulcan would then be considered blind, and that would nullify anything.
Here's the thing, though. As Aura, do I know how the fuck cockatrices work? Probably
I don't
not.
know.
I don't know if I've ever actually dealt with cockatrices. Out of character, I know how the freaking other things work, where they can do it innately. I don't know if cockatrices have to bite them or have to look at them in order to do that. And I do not want to leave Bulgan blind in there because,
I'll be swinging like crazy, not knowing I'm hitting.
yeah.
So what are you doing, Griffin?
Well, considering I have no idea, I'll stand here. Then I can see what's happening.
Oh shit!
And I'll shoot an Eldritch Blast at this one, while
Alright.
keeping my shield at the ready. Which is a pretty good roll. That's a 24.
That hits.
And that's 9 force damage.
Alright, it's barely standing, but it's taking quite a beating. Anything else?
And I hide behind my shield.
Alright, the enemies go. So, one is going to go after both. The other is...
freaky bird.
And the other is going to attempt to go after you, Rick.
I figured.
Alright, so the one on Bulgan, let's see here. Alright, that's going to be a 21 to hit.
Yeah, 16 ain't nowhere close. Ah, bad bird! Bad bird!
So you take 3 points of piercing damage. And at which point, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution's plus... Wait, that's saving throws, so... Con's a +6 in saving throws. Hooray for high constitution and strength. Unfortunately, I rolled an even 10, so that's a 16 on con.
Okay. As this thing bites you, you feel your skin almost feel like it's trying to convert into something.
It is
you
a
may-
bite. Okay.
Which hand is it? Which hand is it? The one I stuck in the water.
Sure.
Oh no! The
Never
water!
use his hand.
The water's affected me.
Don't worry, he's already kind of a stone creature anyway.
Well, technically, this is a skeletal version of it.
No, I mean Bulgan is already kind of a stone creature anyway.
Alright.
Both need the difference.
So aside from that, let's see. So the one on you, Rippin, does a 17 get you?
No.
Alright. As this thing tries to peck at you as you deflect it with your shield.
Yeah.
Alrighty. And that is effectively their turn. Bulgan, what do you do?
I look at this little squawking fool in front of me like, you bastard. I kick at it and then quickly swing my halberd. Close range, mind you, but I'm trying to swat it as hard as I can to see if I can't not just cut it, but throw it across the room. And generally speaking, I'm trying to, bat it this way. See if I can't smack it and move it. That's 12 plus 6, so 18.
That hits.
Alright, and damage. That's a 9 plus 4. That's 13.
And with that, you swipe at this thing's head as it launches right into the other end of the room.
Does anyone else see the severed head flying? Because it might be a good indicator that at least one of them's down.
Probably we would see that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm probably like just focused on my arm, like, oh god, oh god, oh god. I'm not going to be telling anybody, hey, I beat one.
Anything else, Bulgan?
Yes. I may be pissed off about my arm, but I do move over here.
Okay. In that case, Julie, you're up.
Alright. I yell out, Aurelia, Rippin, watch it! As I fire a firebolt.
Wait, what?
Dodge.
Wait, what? I look up and see this fireball come out. Oh, God!
Ooh, that is a
Please don't be a nat one.
11.
That hits.
That hits. Okay.
Because if you had a nat 1, there's 3 people that could hit on the way.
For 8 fire damage.
How you want to do this?
I'm just be like, bad bird! Aurelia Riven, watch out! As the fireball.
Wait,
as
your
the
little
fireball
foot.
comes from
Look out for Larry!
the firebolt kind of whizzes past their legs to hit this thing.
I can just hear as it hits it.
Is Larry okay?
Well, he seems fine.
I drop my
But,
knees, Larry.
But now that you understand or at least, actually, give me another Arcana or Nature roll.
That is a 21.
You come to the conclusion that this so-called kobold may have been a victim to the cockatrice's bite.
I shall avenge you, Larry.
And do I know anything about the cockatrices? How long it lasts, or?
From your understanding, give or take a day.
All
He'll
right,
be fine
so-
in about a day.
In that case, should we take Larry to a safe place? Or leave him in here for now?
I'll be right back.
This might be a good time for Riffin to mention the opening down there.
Well, yeah, there's
Larry!
there are 2 things that I'm wondering though. First off, considering he was here, we
How
don't
long
know
has he been here?
He was here, but if he is here, might he not be part of whatever bandit group that was here before?
I mean, if we look at his clothing, shouldn't that indicate?
Does it?
Well, given from his clothing, he looks like he's just wearing, like, let's see, what is he wearing? He looks like he's just wearing general rags, or at least what you would presume is rags in this stone-look attire.
So, should we wait for Larry to wake up, or keep going through these rooms?
I mean, we could leave him by the bridge and come back for him later.
Can you carry him?
I can carry you.
Give me, for anyone who's looking at the, kobold, give me a perception roll.
Hey, I can do that.
Hey.
A 5. I'm having the worst luck on vision today.
Dirty 20!
7.
Okay.
I'm not paying attention to the kobold apparently.
Okay,
I got
okay.
a 3.
Aura,
Yes?
as you are examining this body, you do notice something very similar that you've noticed, kind of a theme going on in this place. You notice a mark of some sort that almost looks like it's been embedded into a skin, or at least.
Oh,
Oh.
And that skin, or at least that mark, looks like a dragon skull symbol.
Aw.
oh.
Poor Larry.
Where'd we heard this before?
The horses,
Yeah. Okay, that was
The
it.
horses.
scarecrows.
Scare-
Heck, for all we know, the freaking dragonborn up in cell block A.
I was about to say that.
So what do we do?
Well, Larry ain't moving anywhere anytime soon. At
I
least for-
I mean, chances are he has potentially alive in there.
Yeah.
True.
And he might have
It just-
answers for us later, too.
It could just mean that when he dies, he becomes one of those things.
Maybe there's a way.
To reverse it?
Yeah. We'll figure that out.
Yeah. You said we had time before this guy did frost anyway, right?
Yeah. Depending how long it's been, we have anywhere few minutes to 24 hours.
All right.
We could sit in here for a few minutes. Let people.
Let's toss the room while we're at it.
Technically, we did anyone get legit hurt?
That took like 3 points of damage. That's it.
Okay.
You're fine.
Where are
Oh,
you at?
and I got a little stonageness to my hand.
No,
But not too
there
bad.
anymore. It's not there anymore.
Okay.
It was just a minor muscle cramp.
I think the water affected me.
I put an image in Bogan's head of his hand turning to stone.
Ah!
I take his hand in my hands, and I'm going to inspect his hand while holding his hand.
Okay.
My character's having a slight panic. Like, oh god, oh god, oh god, the girl's holding my hand again. Stay calm.
Like just
Stay calm.
slowly moving the digits to see exactly their mobility.
Sweat rolling down my cheeks. Like, oh god, oh god, oh god.
Bolton, you don't look so well.
I am trying to medicine, though I don't know how to medicine. So
Just give me a general medicine roll if you're just going off.
You're
of
doing a
general
great job.
medicine. 19.
Well,
Well, from your knowledge on how anatomy works, he seems to be in working.
the
condition
fingers are
for-
moving in the correct direction.
Nurse Hour
Here.
is on the case.
So his fingers are moving correctly. I mean, it looks like he got his hand pecked, but it's just a minor. It's just a minor puncture. He'll be fine. He'll heal over.
I dab it with a handkerchief.
Thank you.
It'll be fine, dear. Just
Okay, thank you.
don't
I blush
go
a little bit. Thank
into
you.
combat. Don't go into combat immediately with this hand for a little bit. You've put it through a lot recently.
I'll be doing all my punching with the other hand for a while.
Okay. So I suggest we put Larry in one of the beds. That way, when he does wake up, he'll at least be comfortable versus being on the ground, though he might be a little stiff.
You want to search the room for any kind of loot that might be in here?
Yeah, let's search the
Give
room.
us something to do while he's waking up.
Search the room, and then also maybe take a small rest if anyone needs it.
All right.
I'm good.
All right. So
Could take a rest.
okay. So you guys give a general search of the room, and there's actually really nothing in here except for the beds.
And Larry.
So at which point,
I'm gonna
Are
take
you-
my short rest.
yeah. So at this point, we'll be taking a short rest, and we'll be calling it a session here for tonight.
All right.
Okay.
Since I don't really
Alright.
need to rest, I'll probably keep an eye on Larry just to make sure while everybody else is resting.
Okay then. So with that said, yeah, we'll be picking this up next time then. So until then, thank you everyone
Bye.
for watching tonight's session.
Thanks for joining
And-
us.
Until next time.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Take care.